no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape, no shape, no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape, no shape, no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape, no shape, no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape, no shape, no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape, no shape, no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no. No eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape, no shape, no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape, no shape, no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape, no shape, no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape, no shape, no eye, no ear, no nose, no him, no body, no eye, no shape,
Hopefully you're not in single-digit cold areas. Congratulations, you've already won the day by gracing and therefore humbling the uncommon soul with your mere presence alone. And you need to know you're awesome for doing that. And it's feeling a little better timed that I'm on screen because I won't have to rush to get out of the house when it's time for work. Unless something happens in game that I just can't seem to get away from to save. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Speaking of there, somewhere we're going to be in game is gonna look real familiar if you kept up with the past two games of Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake, then Dragon Quest I as part of Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. This all being sponsored by Square Enix. They granted me a key for Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake, and I cannot be more immensely grateful. First key they granted me was Harvestella. They published the game, but it was indie otherwise in terms of the developer last I checked. But can't be very indie with someone as big as Square Enix is publishing. This is a legendary franchise, storied legacy, like one of the biggest JRPGs in history ever. And to be granted a key for this, I just cannot believe what I'd like to say is luck. But I did have the opportunity to apply since I had enough YouTube views. So I took the chance after being coerced by my twin brother Uncle Shaq to do so. Even when I thought I might not have had a real chance because of so many rejections. Or really not even rejections. I hadn't been able to literally apply for any games because I didn't hit any average viewer on Twitch or numerical views on YouTube thresholds. But with this I did, so it felt worth taking the chance after all. And before we go to that familiar place, I ought to look around for all these treasures or things, and then go visit a very familiar feeling, but still different place. And that sailor may as well have given a hint, and I think some people might have seen where I am on the bottom left when I loaded the game anyway, but still, yeah. Now this would really be a place where the spell Snoop would come in handy to show some blue sparkles where items would be. I know I would love that here, unless they were just conveniently in one particular place. I would never be able to tell this here. Okay, it was only one chest. I could never tell there was an ice shield there. Not at all. I'm glad I did go around to check things. Yeah, this is fun enough music here. And so there's probably a place below the cliff we're on. And then gotta talk to Wolfie Doggo. Friendly and hello. And here's another chest. I can appreciate that money, especially since I have this loyalty card. Deep discount on all purchases, like something went from 2,700 gold to 2,160 gold. Pretty amazing. That's only a 3-point difference, and he's got more defense in things as it is. I really want him to keep that scholar's cap as long as possible, because there ain't things that I have accessory-wise that give more wisdom. So I really want to up his defenses, Caradox, because of the scholar's cap wisdom boost, because he is a red mage that's just going to hit hard with spells. I mean, I could have him a little stronger physically as well, but it's not as big a concern for me. I'll be the one hitting the hardest if I have anything to say about it. But I'm not finding many treasures here. That's feeling a little bad. I don't need to go back to the ship. Not yet, if anything. I can just zoom back to somewhere anyway. But there's another mini medal. That's kind of a big deal there to me. Now, is it in the order like I hope? I sure hope so. No. So I have 26 medals. 26 mini medals. I need to go somewhere there. There. Okay. 37. I've got 11 medals to get that are out of order. Oh no, there's 38, 39. I would never tell these. So these 4 treasures, there's a whole lot of places to go looking for medals here. This is only the first. There is no way I would ever know this right now without the Snoop ability. But I don't want to lose track of the mini medals as it is, so I'll find them here. Then I'll grab others in other places that I need to go. And come to think, how many or how far places would I be going to get these mini medals, these other ones? There's another one. I need to go down this way after all. And there should be one right there. Yep, that's another one. Now if I could grab and climb the ladder, that'd be great. And then there's a secret spot southwest of Middenhall. We find Middenhall up there. Those secret spots southwest of that. Or is it down? No, it's down there, isn't it? It's down there. I ain't worrying about it right now. And then there would be one up here. Wouldn't have thought of that. And then where I haven't come up here yet to check stuff, and there's a bag. There's something in a bag. And I have 30 medals to start giving to get things. So let's go ahead in here then. Let me double check about anything else out here. No, nothing left out here. And then what's in here telling me the prizes? Yeah. Grizzle. Oh, nothing for 10. Just 5 to 15. Morning Star. Rabbit ears. Focus Pocus. And a few worthwhile weapons there, like the 45, the Swallowtail. Godbird Scepter. giant ball of fire, so that's Kafriz there. No metal wing boomerang this time around. And who would use Astrea's abacus? There's some stuff to be had around here, I know that. He wants to search for mini metals, but can't do it himself, huh? The Maharaja of Metals. Yeah, some of these people are just too hoity-toity, too high and mighty to do some regular hands-on work. I don't mind getting my hands dirty at times. In fact, I feel much better at times if I did. So there's the Maharaja. I am he, the Maharaja of Metals, collector of that most maximally magnificent of miniature marvels. Inherited the title of monarch, but when miniature, a maximally terrifying occurrence happened. Maharaja is more magnificent than monarch to him. And his subjects, without question, have called him the Maharaja. Enough of, or the minimum of enough respect. So we've gotten him 30 mini medals, including a frizzle scroll and a morning star. These minimally sized medals can make these monarchs and maharajas and otherwise masters maximally happy. So I can equip the morning star, and I'm the only one who can equip the morning star. That's all right. And it's good for giving a group of enemies a rude awakening. I guess I'll be the one to equip the ice shield. She's the only one who can put on the rabbit ears. And there's nothing else to worry about there. I thought I gave somebody a recovery ring, but no. I don't think I have to worry about much else here. And then the other thing I got was a Sage's Elixir, right? I need to give somebody Frizzle. But who would take Frizzle? The only one who can is Peronal, so we'll give it to her. I don't mind that at all. And I have to spend 24 gold instead of 12 to rest at Middenhall, my home. My home that has no actual room in my castle where I can sleep for free. I can hardly believe that. That's still cheaper than 48 gold in the mini metal island. So I saw somewhere in southwest of Middenhall. While I'm here, I may as well sail southwest of the place. And the boat's close enough where I can, so that's good news. Now, where's southwest? Where, oh where? There's a sparkly spot up there in that peninsula. Oh, right, I can hit them all with that, actually. I'd rather sizzle there. Swoosh. They hit kind of hard. Yeah, they hit kind of hard. I don't feel like dealing. I feel like loading an autosave to mess with all that. So maybe I shouldn't sail around there yet. Maybe I should go where the mini metal guide is saying to go instead. Not just out of convenience. So I think that'd be okay. And continue from an autosave, not a manual save, lest I lose all that progress. So there's somewhere familiar to go as well. And where to zoom to? Could go there, but I kind of don't feel like it. I feel like going outside of Galenholm. And how would I know to go where the game is suggesting anyway? Oh! I never did notice the music is actually different. I want to think, where did I start the game? I think it was down there. No, I don't think it was down there, no. I swear it was down there. And I'm gonna believe in that as my final answer. I swear it was. So let's go through past Galenholm and start looking around. Whole lot of things here. And these shell slimes are definitely calling in help they don't need to be calling for. And what does she use? And there's at least that. It's all good. Those shell slimes are rather defensive. They were offensive and being defensive, I could say. Then a few herbs, no biggie. Now, she did some work there, because the Drackies and the Slimes are nothing. You do need to kill a whole lot of monsters. 1,500. I'm pretty much a third of the way there. Okay, it's up here. It is up there. I almost thought it wasn't. Now, what I could do is work on them. I think they're more basic skeletons anyway. So they shouldn't be that big a deal. And they're not. But you know what is a big deal? You. You're a big deal. You deserve to be appreciated. And I almost feel like there's probably not strong enemies to worry about. I still never looked up the whole dig thing. Why don't I do that while I'm here now thinking about it? EQ2 dig. Are there dig spots? I don't think so. I'll just search dig to see. Five times. And then Same item drop as a monster in that area. A slim chance to get 50% of your current gold. So, yeah. Oh no, that's Dragon Quest 3, though. Surely it would apply in 2 as well, though. I'd like to think. Now, where is the medal here? I know where now. And if there are weak enemies here, I'll start rubbing myself down in holy water. Divine dagger there. They're not necessarily weak. No, they might be. I think they might be, actually. I wonder, though. Yeah, I'll have him throw a boomerang. Yeah, they're weak. They could still be killed for the number of enemies I need to kill. I think I'm gonna stick with that. Someone opened that chest. Yeah, I'll stick with killing these weak sauce enemies, including lunatics. Although somehow that missed. That I don't know how. But I could totally rub myself down in holy water. A little bit of money there. Thank you, boomerang. Yeah, they're weak. They're real weak. Oh, there weren't many treasure chests here. I thought there was more than that, but I was wrong. And yeah, a few of them have been already opened. Definitely like Dragon Quest 1. If anything, I'm certainly glad I don't have to spend any real MP down here. And there's 6 treasures down here, and a number of them might be up there at the end. Imagine if I had to refight the ghosts of the uncommon descendants past. I could see that happening. That chest is opened, and I'm not the one to have done it. But then there are pots. With things I don't need. Then a couple of chests here. They're weak sauce, but they're also weak or a big number of enemies, so I ought to think about it. So I got an item somewhere. To clang. We don't move, but we don't get hurt neither. And another mini medal. Only fragments can be read. I am ERDRICK. Heed my blood, my destiny. All evil, free object, great sages. Or did them still. No, await somewhere. Me impart tist secret. Man, sure can't make that out. And there's one more treasure somewhere. But where? Where, oh where? Let it be a pot and not something at my feet. The only thing to worry about at my feet was a mini medal. That's definitely a lot of enemies killed there. I can appreciate that. Was there a pot or a barrel I missed? I sure hope it was only that. But I can't expect it to be all that worth here. And then they ain't able to really do anything to mess us up. And that's why the Draki ran off. They ain't nothing. I ain't seeing nothing else with my naked eye. Could have been something at my feet there. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. No, I ain't seeing nothing. I still gotta look around and be absolutely sure. I wonder how many enemies I'll have killed by now. Okay, something there. Seat of defense. I'm just glad I found the thing. Then I'll probably, honestly, I could just simply zoom right out of here. Or even evac. That ain't much of nothing, but that's alright. Yeah, we'll just zoom right out of here. It's no big deal. No big deal whatsoever. What I could do is see how many enemies have been killed now with that. Gone from 558 to 612. A nice little number. Now I should be going south, but I'm seeing sparkles around here. I feel more capable of handling these mana wars. Except now I'm paralyzed, so my Morning Star doesn't get to do anything. Gotta get rid of that off of me. It's okay to call for backup as long as they don't paralyze us. And I'd rather swoosh. There's a group. Okay, we're all good there. And Caradoc just got stronger. And knows kabuff thanks to that. They got some nice MP. And who could use a gold circlet? All these seeds as well. I figured it'd be mainly her. And there's no need to wonder what life might be like as a rabbit, considering that's a bit better. Even a little bit, but still. Now there's a good number. Oh! There were groups of slimes and they weren't all one huge group. That's weird. I can't believe that wasn't one huge group of slimes. I'll have her hit the Draki. No need for the Draki. Good thing she got the skeleton then. Now I have something that can hit a group without costing MP. If only I could use the flame tang or metal wing boomerangs, that'd be fun. But it's probably more important I do that. I think she should bang. And then comes Peel Slime back up whatever there. I'm glad to get rid of the Scare Wolf. And all that is back up as well. We should all focus on the Shell Slime like that. And here's Tantagel. Now that's some familiar music as well. I would love to be helped by the Tantagel bloodline. We have marks that prove at least two of us are who we say we are, even though she should be believed as well. I don't need any of this at all, ever. No, Warrior's armor is good. I'm the only one who can put the Warrior's armor on as it is. I think I'll get it for more defense. 3 Tombola tickets, so now I have 10 again. Why don't I organize to take stuff out of my bag? Put that away and this away now. The same for them. Cat suit's not necessary for him anymore. I don't know that I need that since we got Frizzle on her now. And that's still a group of enemies, so may as well. I don't know that I could sell the rabbit ears. I don't think I'd have it in me. And there ain't no Tombola to play neither. Tantagel, home of ERDRICK, hero of legend. Now, there's definitely something in there. Whether or not it's a big deal, it's still something. There could be something in here as well. 75 gold coins. No, thank you. And there's gotta be something in there too. There's gotta be. I'm as handsome as ever that time. Oh gee. They enjoy the food here. Can't really blame them. Now, where are other things to grab? All kinds of places they could be. Like there. More Tombola tickets. Is there any Tombola to be played here anyway, actually? I kind of hope somewhere on this landmass of Alefgard. I wouldn't mind getting more ultimate prizes that are worth a damn. These items are largely not. I need a red key to go into that church. I need a thief's key to go in there. I mean, I'm glad I have it, but still, why lock there with that? She more believes in Gwaelin. I've got celestial skin for her, actually. Oh, I thought she wanted some, but no. There's the one thing there. And I'll talk to that guy later. And then the other would be surely in that bookshelf that I can't go into without the ultimate key. I'm pretty sure he must be talking about Robin Hood. But he's got nothing for me there. Which is a little surprising. Because the last two inhabitants did. Yeah, I talked to that guy. He didn't really have the spirit of a... Well, no, he did have the spirit of a treasure hunter and a shopkeeper. Okay, she's not a real danger, and I'm glad about that. Speaking of shopkeepers, when am I going to play through Moonlighter and Moonlighter 2 Early Access? When? Oh yeah, there's some other game I saw on the PlayStation Store that'll be coming that's not just Steam after all. Steam and Switch. I didn't say anything when I could have, and I have no idea what to expect with Berlodian. But come February, Rune Factory Guardians of Ozma will be here. And I guess I should have waited, but I could replay it and get the trophies here instead, for all I know. And sometime there'll be a demo here, but not yet. For you to play side view style battle arena game. I don't know that Roguevania. Hadn't heard of Roguevania. Well, that would be Dead Cells, wouldn't it? Dead Cells, Rogue Legacy, those may as well be Roguevanias. This PvPvE. Full crossplay, okay. But I'm looking too much. There was the one. Okay, so I could go there for curses and not just the church. And there was definitely an ultimate chest here the last time I was here. Here it's just a red and probably a scroll, and there's a lot of money in there. You don't have to follow slavishly in the footsteps of one's forebears. Happiness lieth in finding one's own path through life. I could not agree more. If you want to follow your footsteps, then it's totally fine. But I feel like you don't have to. One would need to conquer a curse in order to obtain immunity, so claimed he. Unfortunately, it's not that simple here. So now we have Bang. She already knows Bang. So the only other one could be Matilda. So I'm gonna have to actually hang on to that. And he already knows the buff, and she can't learn it. So who would it matter to give? I'll give it to her. She's a little more support than Caradoc feels to me. The important thing is we do have the scroll. And I'm probably needing to go to the bathroom here. I think it's better I do that now before I concern myself more. So pardon me as I do get up. Because something is physically vexing me. Sometimes I think it's a little bit of an endurance test waiting all the way to January 6th for my hernia repair surgery. It's not overly unbearable as of yet, and hopefully it doesn't get to that point. Then it'd be more of an emergency and be more costly. I don't want it to be so costly. Now, where are other things around here? There's gotta be some other pots and barrels. In fact, I don't think there's any mini metal out here as it is. I don't think so. No. That's all right. That's a-okay. It doesn't have to be. Oh, there we go, looking at that again. But the Dragon Lord ain't there no more. That's all right. I wonder how crunchy the seeds are, how, like, tantalizing the crunch must be. If they even are tantalizingly crunchy. Which I would think they would be. I can't tell. There. I don't need no boxer shorts for real. But why is the place perpetually messy despite the heavy efforts in cleaning? Not a house in the city that doesn't have something of ERDRICK's. But basically, they gotta keep the house and the object alive. Because all touched by the legendary hero. That hero was me in a past life. I ain't trying to dig up the fields, kiddo. I'm just trying to find some treasures. And I don't think I can find the rest without Snoop. Unless, what if they were the same places in the first, or in the original game? Before I advance text, let me properly say hello to Zarnathium. Because I don't feel like reading out loud until I actually let people know that they're welcome here. This is the thing that matters here. But more than that, playing something like this to greet someone matters more. See, it's a rule. Whenever Zarnathium is subscribed and in chat, we've got to hear one of his many kitties lance. I don't make the rules, he does. I'm more than willing to adhere to those rules. Now I can read this. Fair Tantagel, where the mantle of ERDRICK was bestowed onto the great hero for his where the mantle of ERDRICK was bestowed onto the great hero for his unstinting efforts to save the realm. Let me wet my whistle. I feel like that's very necessary here. That feels real necessary there. Boy, do I never drink enough water like I should. With his quest complete, he took Tantagel's princess for his bride, and together they built a new home. Your home, Middenhall. The Scions of Middenhall founded Cannock, then Moonbrook. Thus came there to be 3 kingdoms that trace their lineage back to mighty ERDRICK. But wherefore do I wax lyrical so? You have doubtless heard the story 1,000 times. 'Tis a force of habit, I am afraid. I would often regale my father with what I had learned in my lessons, and he would add to my knowledge or correct me on my miscomprehensions. I can only apologize if it appeared I was lording my learning over you. We thought nothing of the sort. I am naught but impressed, not only with your learning, but that you could have such high-flown conversations with your father. The instructions I received from my own father were somewhat less edifying. Tidy thy room, take thine elbows off the table. Wilt thou please cease bickering with thy sister? Oh, I don't know. It sounds like wise advice to me. I was never the most devoted student either. Even that which I do learn has a nasty habit of leaving me moments later. It's good to know that at least one of us knows what's what. Takes the burden off our shoulders, eh, cuz? Not quite. As heirs to our kingdom's crowns, it behooves us to learn all that we can, that our reigns might be enlightened ones. I feel like that's a good idea. Well, if you insist, I shall share what I know when I deem it relevant. Excellent. Though forgive us if we laggards cannot add to your knowledge the way your father did. Not at all. There's much and more I do not know. Let us learn together. We won't need more than mere brawn to best Hargon, after all. Isn't it funny, Sarn? We've been here 3 times now in this Everyday ERDRICK series. And what better place to begin than here in Tantagel, the land of legend? I'd love for them to help out. For the time being, let us seek an audience with the king. We must tell him of the tragedy that befell my kingdom, that he might avoid the same fate befalling his. And should he know aught we do not know of Hargon and the sigils, he could enlighten us on that front too. A splendid suggestion, cousin. To the throne room, then. Lead on. I want to check about anything around here, and I don't know that there is. So I won't overly worry then. They could be in different places in the game as it is from the first. That music is so familiar. 12 things to find around here. So Tantagel treats the heroes of the lands founded by ERDRICK as friends. Glad to know that. Definitely need ultimate key for all that, but not this. What food holiday is it today? I didn't even realize, but an hour has already passed since streaming anyway, but not the actual me being on screen. But still, that was fast. And the food holiday today for December 14th is National Bouillabaisse Day. I keep forgetting about Bouillabaisse, but I've seen the name multiple times. To always be trying one's hardest is not the virtue some may believe. More to take a moment for oneself when the opportunity arises. That's probably not something I enough do. Take a moment for myself. I mean, I thought I would when I sleep. Not streaming all the time. And I eat, I meal, and I have something to watch for myself. I watch anime. Where are other things to grab? Because there are plenty. And the world was shrouded in darkness before, I remember that. And it is nice that the 3 of us are all of the line of ERDRICK. But yeah, this ERDRICK trilogy has been great to go through. Can't enough thank Square Enix for granting me a key for this. So what was that she said? There are no greater lessons learned than from those of earlier years, huh? So, conflicting views on the king here lead me to believe the king may not be here right now. I'll go upstairs and see what's around. There's certainly this. Noble garb does not feel all that worth to me. And there's 2 barrels. I haven't even been digging. I could be digging up to 5 times. Get 1 coin or 2 coins or what have you. They're very, very tiny amounts. Can't go in there. But I can go out here. Only 1 thing around here, and where might it be? Gotta be talking to the fluffy puppies and kitties out here. I gotta. Okay, so someone guarding the sunstone is still down there. That makes all the sense. And still guarded by a sturdy blue door. That is all right, I get it. So where might this one thing be then? Where indeed? And who's had bouillabaisse? And I was about to confuse it with bouillon. I can't think I've ever had bouillabaisse. Not at all. Oh, what now, Screen Rant? We've read that. I've heard that. They only posted that 3 days ago. They've been totally saying that. But bouillabaisse. Oh, it's a fish stew. That I forget entirely. That's a fish stew. I say fish, but mainly using clams, scorpion fish, or sea robin, or European conger. But sea robin is a fish, isn't it? No, it's not. Yes, it is, but looks weird. Man, scorpion fish includes many of the world's most venomous species. I don't think I need bouillabaisse. I'd rather use it with a regular fish, but it can involve monkfish as well, and monkfish is absolutely big. Like, I'd rather use spider crab or velvet crab. But I don't think I need to have bouillabaisse. So I need to go up to the throne room now, too. I feel like I've checked everywhere else that I can right now, anyway. Unless I didn't go southeast. Which I won't worry about immediately, since the throne is up this way. Waylon did fall in love with me in the past life and vice versa. Yeah, the king ain't here.
This is the throne room, but where is the king?
Pray pardon the sudden intrusion. I am the Princess of Moonbrook, and these are my cousins of Middenhall and Cannock. We seek an audience with His Majesty.
Your Highness, didst thou think I would forget thee so soon? But wherefore didst thou bring thy companions today? Ah, but of course, thou hast invited the kingdoms of thy kin to join our little tourney.
My apologies, but what is this tourney of which thou speakst? We come here today to inform you of the massacre of Moonbrook.
Mm-hmm.
Massacre? But Highness, surely thou jestest. Thou didst visit us but a day hence, and proposed that our armies partake in drills together.
did?
Why,
No.
yes. Thou wert of the opinion that such a tourney would help ensure our knights were in prime condition. Preparations are already underway.
But how can this be? I have never before set foot in Tantagel till this very day.
Come, princess, cease this game. Thou knowest full well thou wert here. Thou didst show to me the mark of Moonbrook.
I bore the mark.
But the Mark of Moonbrook was stolen by the monsters, was it not? When they sacked the castle.
Yeah.
By the goddess, if this is true, then who did I meet? What is happening?
I am afraid, dear Chancellor, that thou hast been hoodwinked by a thieving fiend in a pretty dress.
Don't let that be the king. Oh no. Why?
Ah, pretend you didn't see that.
I didn't even think to look back there.
Majesty, I thought thou wert abed. Instead, I see thou hast been tending to thy duties most thoroughly.
Not a great sounding king, though.
No, it would seem not nearly thoroughly enough. Tell me, did this imposter princess happen to share aught else of note?
Well, She did inquire as to how one might reach the Dragon Lord's castle from here. I endeavored to dissuade her from making such a dangerous journey, but she did not appear overly concerned by my warnings.
The site where ERDRICK bested the Dragon Lord. What in blazes would the monsters be seeking there?
Anything.
It would behoove us to find out. Speaking of which, what bringeth you three to Tantagel? Is it truly as the princess saith, hath Moonbrook fallen?
So here's what's going on, Majesty. And that's all I have to say on the matter.
Is that so? You young scions of ERDRICK quest to slay the wicked Hargon? A perilous duty indeed.
We are well aware. And should there be any doubt in your mind as to our identities, we come bearing the marks of Cannock and Middenhall.
Most convincing. Yet, could one not conceive that the princess we received was the true royal, and you are the impostrous thieves?
No!
What? No, our fathers bestowed the marks unto us, I swear. Look into my eyes and you will know that what I say is true. This is the steely gaze of a prince, not the shifty ogle of a base beast.
Yes, most convincing, I'm sure. But so was the princess who visited us but a day since.
This ain't right.
How my blood boileth to know that beasts masquerade as scions of ERDRICK. As the ruler of the kingdom which gave the hero his title and birthed his bride, I will not stand for it.
Your Majesty, I neglected to tell you we have another artifact in our possession. One that proves our lineage beyond doubt. Show him.
I forget what it is. The Princess's Pledge. Oh, right on.
My. The necklace gifted to the hero by his maiden, our fair Princess Gwaelin. That it should shine so brightly in your presence is proof enough that the hero's blood runneth in your veins. Pray accept my unreserved apologies, Highnesses. And Princess, allow me to express my heartfelt condolences for thy kingdom's plight.
Thank you, Majesty.
How to proceed? If the High Priest Hargon is at large once more, we must exercise the utmost caution. Chancellor, tell tell the knight captains to stay their wooden swords. Instead, we must steal this city against invasion. Doubtless, the monsters schemed to lure our knights out in lighter armor. They would have been lambs to the slaughter, if not for our visitors.
Verily, our nation oweth them a great debt.
Forgive me, young heroes, but the Chancellor and I have much to discuss. Wait for me atop the battlements, and I will join you anon.
Maybe the king's not as bad as I thought. That was a bad moment, but bad moments don't always make bad people. It's gotta be the worst moment. Oh wait, I totally didn't get a mini medal here. There ain't nothing here. Oh, he plays the role of empty-headed character. No, maybe very convincing. He goes both directions. So the princess's pledge is definitely worth holding on to very, very, very much.
Do you suppose that the voice we heard in Ribbleport knew of the monster's plot here? Might this be one of the great dangers it spoke of?
I haven't the foggiest, but we must be grateful nonetheless. For at the very least, it shows we have one more ally out there who shares our goal.
Yes, you are right.
Now I gotta really try to sound like him.
Now, I believe we had just finished speaking of your quest to vanquish Hargon.
Have you learned aught of the fiend's whereabouts?
Alas, not yet. One purpose for which we travel the realm is to discover exactly that.
Then it is as I had assumed. I myself have not heard his name since the fall of ERDRICK. Though I know of someone who may know more and the means by which you might visit him. Here. What do we get here? The rainbow drop so soon? That's so soon. I am not sure I follow. That is the rainbow drop, a treasure of old that alloweth one to conjure a bridge to the island of the Dragon Lord.
Then thou wouldst have us make for the Dragon Lord's castle.
Precisely. And I would have you speak with its sole occupant. Though I have never had the chance to make his acquaintance, it is said that naught occurreth in this world that escapeth his watchful eye. If any know of the Hargon's whereabouts, it is he.
What manner of man is this, your majesty? Some kind of sage?
I think it best you confirm that with your own eyes. As I said, I have never met the man and do not wish to give credence to mere hearsay. Though, be warned, the impostor princess may too be making for the castle. May the goddess watch over you all. Yeah, I way misjudged the king, and I'm guilty of that. I should not have been so hasty in my judgment. And where are things around here? There's one pot, and I'd love for the other two to be in the same area. Barrels do that. Good to know. Rebirth of the Dragon Lord. I'd rather that be a rumor, not real. It could be the grandson of the Dragon Lord. But the mother of the Dragon Lord wanted peace with the various creatures of the world. Why would the Dragon Lord want to take it all back for himself and force himself on everybody else? Why? And I'll have time to eat today before work and not have to rush. So for that, I'm grateful. Plenty of things I can't yet get again. I can definitely grab that. Mini medal. Very, very important. So she ain't worried about the legacy of the hero at all. I mean, that's fine. That's allowed to not feel the same. Why don't I zoom outside of ERDRICK's Hollow and sail over to Cole? I feel like that'd be all right to do. It'd probably be more all right if I involved you somehow or gave you the opportunity to feel involved somehow. I didn't mean to recall. I can't think of anything. And I can't imagine much in the way of news for video games on a weekend. I can't think, there was a trailer on the Game Awards for a game called Warlock that I might have blinked and missed and not paid attention to. Anyone a D&D or Baldur's Gate fan and looking forward to Warlock by chance? And I can't even think of what magic class I would be in D&D because I'm not much a magic user. But if you are, what would you be? There's wizard, warlock, druid, cleric, or priest, I forget. And I think there's one other I can't remember for the life of me. I can't think of what's good for what, except for a priest being a very support and healing type. Which that could not very easily be me. I would know some very basic healing spells, but that would not be my focus. I would know enough to protect myself. Alright, let's get on the boat. It felt like a minute since doing any battling. I could go in the Shrine of Rain, but I don't feel like it at the moment. I do feel like swooshing, though. There went 3 of them with that. That was kind of beautiful. I'm not gonna go into the Shrine of Rain just yet. And then there come more. Simple enemies. That'll get me closer to that 1500. Cole is still up. Cold. Good to know and real glad about it. And the hot spring is still working out too. Blessed peace and relaxation. Can appreciate that. A posting here to Cole is the most popular. The bats and the respite from drudgery and hardship. There's one of those 2 treasures. The need arose, and he did rise to the occasion. The king of Tantagel. Tantagel. I keep forgetting. Oh, so not... But it's still a weapon shop, though. And it could definitely be easy to lose oneself in a hot spring. I may need a blanket to stay warm right now. There ain't nothing worth thinking about. No, the Giga Steel armor is worth thinking about. Not the steel helmet, though. And this is forged from a special steel usually used to make swords. I don't need no steel broadsword no more, I really don't. Or a rapier. I already have enough to get the thing now, the Giga Steel armor. But I think I'm gonna sell stuff and get a tombola ticket if I can. I wonder if I can, I'm not convinced. But I'm still wanting to try. Not selling the top hat though yet. There's a tombola ticket after all. Now this Giga Steel armor for me. No steel helmet though, not important enough. I really do need the blanket. I'm getting a little chilly. So let me go grab one and turn off the camera again and the webcam for that purpose. Man, when the stream started, my phone said it was 7 degrees. We've barely gotten out of the double digits into the 10. But it's gonna get down to 3 degrees by the time I finish work. The wind chill already has it feeling negative. Cold weather advisory where I am until tomorrow morning. Pretty literally chilling here. But that's not icing the roads, making it dangerous to drive. And I ought to put my headphones back on so I can hear the music like you all get to hear. Okay, so where are other things? There's another thing. And another steel broadsword to sell. And it's something I definitely can't open. Where do I get the magic key in this game? That's rhetorical. And he wants to be a smith too. There's not as much to recall in this game, it feels like. And that definitely did not need to be remembered. Yeah. Plenty of things with those beefed up attacks. I can sure make sense of that. The Soul Sigil produced all those upgraded attacks. Plain clothes are no biggie. Ain't nothing to really think about here. Slowly, feet first, and grow gradually accustomed to the heat. I forget what rheumatism is. What is rheumatism? It's a real thing last I checked. Did spell that wrong. Intermittent pain affecting the joints or connective tissue. Joint pain, stiffness, swelling, warmth, redness, widespread fatigue, muscle weakness, fever, poor appetite, and other things like that. So the hot springs help to fight against that. There are parts of me that I don't want to nap, but it'd be helpful if I napped a little longer. Just stay home, but that can't happen when you got a job that you got to work for someone else for. And I needed to pay the bills. I really, really do. And I hate it, but it's where I am. It's very much where I am. Aleph Guard, very much where we are. Puff Puff. We're inflicting Puff Puff on somebody? But who? Coronal or I can do Puff Puff? I want to save and see what it is for real. But we are doing Puff Puff the monsters? I can hardly fathom that. Normally, we gotta be Puff Puffed. But really, we're doing the Puff Puff? There's two things down here, not just the chest. The fairy's gift story. There's another mini medal. Then there's one more thing around here somewhere, and it's up there. all cool that we found everything, but the bamboo pole is useless. All that is useless. Oh, I was going to her. That's why. Confess and see about Puff Puff. I can't help but think I should give it to her, though. I feel like it'd be better in her hands. A spell or ability? A life-changing charm offensive that can leave an enemy utterly enthralled. I think I'd rather keep that on her very much. Really, I am a little on the cool side. This blanket won't go all the way down, neither. This is more of a throw blanket anyway. But it ain't hitting the floor like I'd like. I gotta pay off some payment plans so I can get a bed. Even a smaller, simpler bed. It's just necessary to me. Especially when I recover from the hernia surgery. I'll really need a bed then, but it's gotta be part of a payment plan. I still got 3 weeks before I gotta worry. When will it show up? Did something else show up for me, actually? The game tells me to go to the Dragon Lord's Keep, but I'd rather go looking for the mini medals. I'm worried I'm actually a little bored seeming, but I swear it's more the cold. I swear it is. Or did I not get enough sleep, or did I get weird sleep? 15 tombola tickets, though. I feel lethargic with the cold, though. Maybe I need long sleeves. I could really use long sleeves here at home. Yeah, the cold is not wanting me to move so much. I would rather move. I think I need to rub ice in my eyes again now and get another blanket. Probably put it atop this one too. I've had to move around too much. Not enough playing. You know what? I really don't feel like going into work today, but that would be the most irresponsible thing ever. If I don't go into work today, just because I don't want to, there won't be any breads made. No breads, no croissants. Well, there's one kind of croissant, but not the sweet kind of croissants. No. Actually, they handle the cookies. They handle the cookies and the regular croissants. And the little cake bites. There'd be no chocolate croissants. There'd be no cinnamon rolls. There'd be no bagels. There'd be no souffles for the next morning. There'd be no macaroons. There'd be no, what else? Scones. Only there were chocolate chip scones there. I would totally grab me some of those. I'm just not willing to put people in that much of a lurch. That's just not me when I can help it. And a lot of times I can definitely help it. Boy, am I feeling better about cleaning my glasses. They look so much better. They had some chocolate splatter on them. Or like rinsed chocolate splatter. Not anymore. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Maybe I just need to move around, and I will when I get to work. Maybe I'm worried over nothing as much. Yeah, I think I just needed to get some blood flowing. And stuff is still getting done, period, here. Jennifer English sure looks good. And it feels like it should be coincidence, but it may not be. The last, what? No, not last, but 2022, 2024, and 2025, Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, and now Claire Obscure Expedition 33, they all won Game of the Year at the Game Awards. And yesterday I learned one common thread amongst them all. Jennifer English. She had voiced a major role in all those games. And I'm sure that's part of why must have won Game of the Year, or we can pretend. And it'd be more than all right to pretend. All right. But I ain't pretending to hold you all up here. It's time to go somewhere else. And I can't sail through those rocks. That kind of sucks. Which means I can't sail inside at all. That feels real similar to Dragon Quest III, actually. What I can do, though, can't I go there? I have a theory. I should be able to board a boat there and then sail down to where Rimildar is. I'm going to believe in it and do it. It's totally there. I could totally sail on the outside. The question will be, will the seafaring monsters cause me a whole lot of grief? No, they won't. Not really. That ain't no big deal. Though they are hitting it a little bit. On a Mercurial thrust, the man of war. Yeah, get rid of that quickly. Then we'll need to do something real to this. I'm willing to double-edged slash. Especially now because of the buff. When that zap was all we needed. No biggie. But definitely gotta heal. I may not be able to sail in there, but that's alright. Can't stop me from sailing to the island as a whole. That's definitely danger that I can't sail to. That's a dark skeleton. I didn't mean to defend. Crap. I did not mean to defend there. A nice dodge. I want to more zap the hoodie than the dark skeleton. It's better that it hit me. ERDRICK ain't dead. Okay, the hoodie's defending. That's okay. ERDRICK is still alive. That's what matters here. There are more regular feeling enemies here. I'm alright with that. But don't have safe protection or safe passage. I don't feel like going over to the Dragon Lord's castle yet, but I could zoom there after Rimoldar. Now, what do I feel like? The Hocus Chimeras. Glad to get rid of them quickly. I think I'll worry about the hoodie here. Yeah, that felt right. Yeah, that's right. I can't even think what a movie of the year would be for me. As far as I can think, having not seen Chainsaw Man ERDRICK the movie or Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, my answer would have to be K-pop Demon Slayers. It's actually kind of really special. No. Superman. Superman is more special to me than K-pop Demon Hunters. Even though K-pop Demon Hunters is quite the movie. I got more emotional investment out of Superman. And we need hope that it provides, but K-pop does as well. But I like how silly K-pop Demon Hunters can be in its animations. And some lines like, "For the fans." Or that growling match between the tall girl who does the choreography and the doctor. And the way she delivers, "Yeah, that's right." I can't get over that. Oh, look, a silver platter that we won from Tombola, which is totally a thing here. Oh boy, what would that Tombola have? Imagine if it had a magic key as an ultimate prize. That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? Okay, I did grab that. Oh yeah, ERDRICK definitely visited Rimoldar. Yeah. I know that because I lived that. And it's fair and understandable that not everyone believes in heroes. I mean, how could you make sense out of something you haven't seen with your own eyes? I don't blame them at all for feeling that way. Someone told the children to steal and do other wicked things. Encouraging them to do so is not a great feeling. Yeah, that's a terrible person there. It would be easy to give in to one's dark impulses, and it would show a greater amount of strength to resist, especially if those impulses will harm somebody. Mini metal. What words of wisdom? You need to seek out ancient memories. I'll recall them just in case. I don't think I have to worry about that for real. What I need to worry about for real is the tombola prizes. Squandered all on the tombola. Definitely want forgiveness for that. But I must have missed something on the other side here. I ain't finding anything over here to interact with. I'll still confess at the very least. But autosave will come in handy when I go in and out of a building to be near the tombola to try for things. Maybe I won't worry about that until I get the magic or ultimate key, though. So, gold bracer, enhancing effects of defensive spells and abilities. Then cat suit, of which I need, what, 3 more? Then Gustarang. I probably would more want these, but still. If I can get so much, why not? I'm gonna end up spending some time going for it, I'm sure. That wasn't auto-saving, though. Another tombola ticket. Beneath the black in the sea could be a mermaid's home. But there is no auto-saving to be done there. Color me surprised. Then that's more powerful single target. Makes me think, should I go to other further out places than Rimildar? Something more powerful than a sledgehammer? And more expensive, all the same? Oh yeah, the magic key person. Well, I don't even know how many years have passed, though. But I'm worried that I do need to sell stuff so to get another ticket, or I could find it out here somewhere. But I should get one more ticket. I hope I'm worthy with a rainbow drop. I really hope I am. I can't go to that. There don't look to be nothing over here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to confess for real, and then... But I still want to get one more tombola ticket. Funny how there's no item shop, but there's totally a weapon shop. So what to sell now? Another steel broadsword. Yeah. I'd sell a chain whip as well. Couldn't I? So the shell shield and the kite buckler. Definitely the pot lid. And the leather armors. Shell armors. Definitely the plain clothes. And the wayfarers. Why is that so cheap? Why are these so pricey? Definitely don't need no boxer shorts. I don't want that cower ring. Okay, we got 20 tombola tickets now. I don't mind it, but I do have to keep an eye on the time. As 10 minutes, I will have been effectively on screen for the 2 hours I need to be. I'm going for the prizes. I think it'll be okay to do that. I've killed a good number of monsters here, feels like. Yeah, 558 to 659. Killed 100 monsters today. Weak sauce, all the same, but monsters towards the 1500. Something will become better. There's an ultimate. Hey! This is actually pretty much one of the best things ever. I don't know how I got to be so lucky to get at least one of the silver, the gold, and the blue. And that was first try. Wow, oh wow. I've got at least one of everything here. I don't need those musks, but I'll take the diamonds. And it's fine to have one cat suit, but this is totally something to entirely save. Way save. Oh, I didn't realize this, so I ended up doing things and I didn't realize just how much I needed. Here it costs 2 tombola tickets. So I already spent the 10 or the 20, get the 10 spins. But I got a cat suit, I got 2 gustarangs, and I got a gold bracer. So I cannot be upset with that at all. And I'm gonna keep the 1 gustarang at the very least. Or, I have 2 gustarangs, and I'm gonna keep the extra. I don't mind it. That gustarang is way better than the edged boomerang, though. Man. The cat suit's only gonna really matter once I have Matilda in the party, then have everyone be kitties. Why don't I zoom outside of the place now? But we got the gold bracer as well, and I probably should put it on for Ronald. I think I really should. Although he's the only one with boosts, so maybe I should give it to him after all the boost the kabuff. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. Yeah. Then we'll go ahead and here. Oh, I thought that was a pot to open, but no. It ain't the magic key person no more, I know that, but there's a sap scroll. Oh no. The unbreakable magic key is somewhere in the sea between Tazagel and Rimmildar. Well, at least we have an idea where it is. And let me see. Wait, how did the boat get in here? No, really, how did the boat get in here? Because there's no way inside this region. But the boat somehow made it inside. How? Because in one, those rocks weren't there. But here they are. Or rather, three, the rocks weren't there. But now I can really search for the magic key. I'm too tempted by the treasures around here. And I really shouldn't be. Because that magic key is going to be immensely a big deal. Oh boy. Let me zoom out of here and in fact see if it'll apply here when I zoom to Tantagel. Will the boat be there? Yes! But how? It's gotta be in a secret spot somewhere in the water. Or they could put it in a sparkly spot if they so chose. There's not much space between here and Tantagel and the waters. There's just not. Oh, right, that's gonna hurt them even worse, actually. That's alright. That is A-okay there against those Hawkmen. Okay, but Tantagel is up there and Rimmildar is here. And I ain't seeing much of nothing there. I feel a little misled, or I'm looking too hard. I ought to be calm and think it through. There's got to be something. There is a little bit of experience. There ain't no secret spot. There's no telling where it might have washed, so I'll just keep sailing through around here. It could have gone adrift. I wasn't boarding, I was totally going for that. We'll swoosh them. Pretty resistant to things, though. Why did I have to be asleep? Why don't we crackle them? It ain't a big issue. Even with all of that, I was still asleep. Fine, they'll both crackle. I don't think it matters what magic. They'll resist all the magic, I'm so sure. Then I finally wake up. I want a propeller blade. Or should I double-edged slash? I think I'll do that. And maybe a miracle slash. and a Call of the Wild. At least nobody's asleep. Now we'll just deal with the heal slimes. That won't be nothing. It took a little bit of time, but not too much. I figured it wouldn't be, but I still have to try. I still have to see something. There's gotta be a secret spot somewhere that has the stuff. There's gotta be. You know what? I'm gonna holy water. I do not feel like being interrupted right now. And interrupt is just what happened here. There won't be much to worry about here, and we ain't casting spells this time around. Not with the boomerang, the gustarang rather, and the whips. I don't want to fight monsters. I'm going to if they rear their ugly heads. They insist on rearing their ugly heads. I want to get rid of the Hawkmen, though. I really do. Yeah, let me regular attack now. It'll be alright. It's okay. And nothing there. There aren't many waters between here and there, and I've checked them all, it feels like, between Rimmeldar and Tantagel. So why can't I find it? Why, oh why? You can bounce, magic ain't being cast on you all. Only on the Hawkmen. Then comes more Murlusks. And I've leveled up, that's good to know. And now I have Dragon Slash. That's fine as well. You know, it's just as possible. The magic key might be there in the Dragon Lord's castle. I don't think I'm going to go there today because of time. But it's feeling real possible. That had to fix up their health. That definitely hurt them. And swoosh them as well. Yeah, that's fine enough. It's more important to me that I attack the Man of Wars. That felt real necessary. Only 6 HP and it was enough to kill. Yeah, I think I'll zoom to Rimmeldar and call it. Because between Tantagel and Rimmeldar, there is the Dragon Lord's castle. I didn't mean to zoom outside of it, but it's alright. Yeah, I can imagine things here. Want to do more things tomorrow. Maybe I'll show you all another game as well. I think I will. Yeah, I think I really will. I think it'll be worth the time. Too bad we're out of time today for this. Who could I entrust you all to is the question, if anybody. I think I will go there again. If you want to be cooler than you already are, you can copy and paste this raid message. I think I'm going to raid Kaho Shibuya because she absolutely loves Dragon Quest. And while she's done them all now, she's actually gone on to Octopath Traveler 0, so why not? Why not throw more support her way? Oh, I guess I don't have much to say right now, and it's probably okay. Sometimes less is more. And I can't wait to do more of this tomorrow. Until then, take care of yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself, forgive yourself, believe in yourself, have those notifications on. If they don't work on your app, uninstall, reinstall. That may be the thing that fixes it. You're awesome. Pass it on. And until next time, stay uncommon. Later.